July 23rd, 2026. This is the regular monthly meeting of the Augsburg Bridge and Port Authority, and I call this meeting to order. Anthony, any letters of communications to the board?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Approval of board minutes, June 10th, 2026. I have reviewed those, found them to be in order. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
And a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Those minutes are approved. Reports, presentation reports, committee reports, none. We got to get those committees working harder. Financial report,
Thank you.
go.
We'll start with the statement of financial position. Our accounts receivable regular is back up over 90%, either current or 1 to 30 days. One of our outstanding had paid, so we're back in the pink, if you will. Our grants receivable are at 541. We have 2 grants outstanding right now. Well, they were at the end of May. They have since come in, and we have turned one of them around and paid some more. Our inventory, which we only do once a year, is our fuel inventory, and our prepaid expenses are our commercial insurances. So they go down every month as the insurance is coded out. Our fixed assets, our net fixed assets are at $78,000. So we have exceeded our depreciation has exceeded our net fixed asset number. So we are on the down slope right now with that.
We don't add the airport until it's been completed, correct?
Correct. That's why our construction in progress is still at 28 million.
Right.
23 of that is the revitalization project for here. We're waiting, I believe, for the floor to be finalized, and then we can talk.
Right, but that still doesn't take away the thought that we have so much older equipment,
True.
buildings, everything, that's a concern that we need to keep looking at.
Right.
Thank you.
Our accounts payable regular are at 286. Our project accounts payable is at 126, so we're in pretty good shape there at the moment. If we look at our accounts on the second page, you'll notice there that our Royal Bank account is still the top one at 6.2, and the others are consolidated reserve, and the others are all debt accounts that we have to keep balances in, compensating balances. Our construction in progress, of course, the revitalization is still the top. The drainage and terminal area is still open because of the road situation. And then the dock wall expansion and truss painting are starting to gain momentum, and more work is being done on those daily. And then our top 7 to 10 vendors in accounts payable, they have all since been paid off, but we got hit with just a lot of them all at one time.
Why do we owe Trago Dugan money?
Trago Dugan sent us February and March invoicing in May. That's why we owe Trago Dugan money. It was for de-icing and the GPU unit usage on the GA site.
Okay.
As though everybody is going to look at that direction. Any questions on the statement of financial position?
Okay, on the detail, Patty,
Pardon?
on the detail
Mhm.
and the budget?
Yes,
You gonna highlight some of that? Or do you prefer that we just ask questions?
please ask.
Oh, gonna be sorry.
No problem.
So, under airport revenue, and I know is Charlie online? Oh, you probably know it anyway. The facility fees, World Fuel,
Yes.
we didn't budget anything?
No, we didn't have that account laid out the way it is now. It is the storage and flowage fees. So it wasn't in the budget because we did that last October.
Okay. Passenger fare charges income,
PFC money,
yes.
more enplanements, more money.
So we had budgeted 9,100 and we're actually at 25,129.
Yes. We have the, what is it? We're up to about 15,000 enplanements? Is that what I believe the last report was? And we receive, I believe it's $450 per enplaned passenger.
Yes,
So when you have that many more passengers than we had budgeted,
which is good news.
it's excellent news.
And the same thing, I assume on the service fee income, GA side,
Yes,
we didn't have a budget line item for that.
no. Because most of it originally was passed through with just the fuel or what we were paying Trago Dugan. When Charlie redid the schedule of
Okay.
values, then we ended up with the landing fees and a few of the others that,
Good. And I like that it breaks it out. The one spot I'm not happy with is the cafe rent and commission. Where are we with that?
We still don't have the operator. We've been lack of communication to us. So we may have to having to come back to you with a different direction.
I think I did, excuse me, I did read, maybe it was in your report, Susie, that you had reached out to somebody and then they never responded. Is that? Okay, okay. Good. Good.
you're good.
Anyone else have any questions of Patty? I love that detail though. Thank you.
It's no problem.
Very informative.
And we do have the budget to actual by department that can be sent to, and I believe Andrea is, can you correct me if I'm wrong, James? Does Andrea send that out on a monthly basis?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the department heads are getting the breakdown of their individual.
Good, very good. Keep them on their toes, Patty.
Never said she wasn't.
No, you.
Oh,
Yeah, he said, keep them on their toes.
Yeah,
Patty.
I do.
that's good.
Any other questions on the budget to actual?
No,
All right.
thank you. Anyone else? Any questions of Patty and her financial report? Okay. How are we doing with the money from the state?
We sent the letter in requesting the release of the funds. So they did ask me, the DOB asked me when we expected to go through what we had. Because we didn't get it till the end of August last year, I told them I had anticipated going through August again because that would be the year. I'm wondering if they will hold off giving
Don't
us.
don't tell them that. That gives them a reason to hold on to it.
I think they might be. I don't know.
No doubt.
We have put in the request for the release of the
Good.
funds.
Good, very good. Anything else? No? Bridge traffic report.
Mr. Chairman, so very pleased to highlight that year over year for you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What is it?
That's in the new packet. Sorry.
You.
Oh, it's not just in the new packet. At least once a meeting, she does that to me.
Except Susan's help.
Oh, it's in this one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
All right, now I'm ready.
Great. So very pleased to report year over year for June, we're seeing auto traffic up approximately 16%,
Excellent.
which is very excellent. In talking with the other northern border crossings, they're seeing similar trends, but actually a lower percentage. So we're doing quite well on auto traffic. You'll see all other crossings is down. We really equate that to two things, really, just the current business climate. And then with the lane restrictions and weight restrictions on the bridge, we can't take on the oversized loads like we normally can up to a certain amount. So you'll see that's taken a hit. But overall, up 5,000 year over year for June. Not to put a damper on things, I do have to continue to highlight, compared to our baseline year, we're still running, about 30% down.
Mhm.
Year over year for June, 108,000 in loss of revenue. So that puts our yearly total at 410,000 for loss of revenue from our baseline year.
But we did only budget this year 79% of our baseline year. So that's why the financials look fairly good, because we didn't over
Right,
budget as we did last year.
good. Still,
It's not.
we're finishing up June, half the year, and we're already down 410,000, almost 411 at half the year, which is slightly better than, what was it, 980,000 we were last year? Slightly better. All right, and this is sent on to Albany, right?
We share this with Albany on a monthly basis.
Good. Okay. Anything else?
That's it, Mr. Chairman.
Any other questions of Anthony regarding bridge traffic? Airport activity report, where is he? Is he online?
You're supposed to be.
Oh, he knew I was gonna yell at him. He's not.
Just a Red Bull standing in his place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we could just, at a very high level, so year to date, we're 14,791 enplanements. Looking at 30,009 passengers through the airport coming and going. As you can see, we haven't seen those numbers in quite some time. So Breeze is performing tremendously well. The US DOT has approved the renewal for their EAS contract.
Good.
So that'll be for a 3-year term starting in October with a daily flight to Raleigh, Durham. So we're excited about that.
So is that when the Washington flight ends?
Correct.
So through September?
Yes.
Okay.
So Charlie guaranteed me by the end of June, we'd have 15,000. But he also guaranteed me that at the end of June, we'd have at least 25,000 total passengers. So,
Match in the middle.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I can't yell at him too much. And it's been nice to come out when the plane comes in, especially from RDU, and the passengers get off. Over 100 got off, over 100 got on. Last week, one of those over 100 was my daughter, who flew from here to RDU to Orlando and then on to New Orleans. So, yeah, the connections either out of RDU or Orlando are just Great.
And the time the staff took to work with her on that was pretty impressive.
I need to talk to Charlie though. Here, yes, the
Yes.
ticketing people took 20 minutes out of their time to straighten out everything for her. They were just great. Breach people here are just excellent. Excellent.
I think it's really telling too is we used to see huge spikes like February and April when there were school breaks. But what I think is really nice to see now is there's consistency in the numbers and the flight loads, which I think is kind of telling now that we're seeing people use this consistently throughout the year. So, which is what we want.
Mhm.
Nice to see.
Make sure you let Charlie know that I wasn't happy he wasn't here. Anything
I
else?
think he has his hands full. I think we can give him a back.
He's only got one newborn, really?
He's new with this, all right? Give him a little slack here.
Wow. That it
That's all.
for airports? Anyone have any questions? No? We'll move on to the airport event report, Susie.
So in the month of June, we had 2 events. One great one, which was the Kindergarten Career Day Tour. That alone was just so rewarding and fantastic. The word is getting out. I actually spoke to a teacher, the kindergarten teacher from Potsdam, and let her know that this is something we can do. And they're very interested in booking with us next year.
Good.
So we'll have Canton and Potsdam next year, so I'm pretty
Should get a song too, maybe. Huh?
excited. I would love to have them all.
Careful.
Not on the same day.
That might overwhelm Charlie too.
And then we had the tourism dinner, which went really well. Out of that, I think we got some interest in the digital advertising, which I'm actually getting some good feedback this month from that. Picked up the St. Lawrence Chamber Holiday Market
Oh,
for the month of June, or sorry, month of December. That's still kind of being discussed. We're deciding whether it's going to be a 2-day or a 3-day event. So that amount is just estimated. It all depends on whether they want that 3rd day or not. The wedding that we do have in 2027, that expected revenue is incorrect now. They added on a day, so it is now $2,325.
good.
Nice. Good treatment.
Was the chamber holiday market, was that already booked before they did their tourism dinner, or was it booked after?
After.
So they must have had a great experience.
Oh, I've heard nothing but great things. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, they absolutely loved it. And then our Facebook posts, of course, are getting really good feedback. It's brought a lot of Ticket Tuesday people. And I think Breeze having the Ticket Tuesday was so brilliant because like this past Tuesday, they were literally out the door. Like people were still here at 11 o'clock and had to be cut off.
Wow.
So it's just the feedback we're getting from that is just fantastic. I mean, they're driving like 2 hours away from 2 hours away, so.
It's also all those extra people putting their eyes on the space,
Yeah.
right? It's twofold, really.
Absolutely, absolutely. I definitely agree.
And you've got all the nice flowers and everything
Yeah, it
everywhere.
looks great.
And of course, Charlie to
Well, I'm kind of learning with the flowers this year too, because like I didn't know like what would be like shaded and all that. So next year I'm definitely gonna know much better,
Good,
so.
good.
And then I also, for as far as revenue development, I did create some pricing for the great room, which we will go over. We had a site tour for the Bluebird Cafe, so we had a little bit interest there. Another inquiry for the cafe as well, however, that there was no response to my email or phone call from that, so. Also recently we had a kind of like a celebrity type of visit. TLC Network had it's a reality show called Balin Out Loud. And so they recorded a little setting here. She came to visit some family. She has some family here. And they did some recording here and it's going to be on their season 4 next year, which is absolutely fantastic. they had nothing but great things to say about this place. It was definitely really awesome, so.
How did it go? Is it worth watching that episode?
Oh, I think so. I think so. But it really made me realize, like, seeing it from the background, like, because she had to do like everything twice, right? So like as she was doing things, and then she had to go back and redo them so they could record it. And I'm like, oh, I didn't really realize all that's involved in that, you know. So that was kind of cool to see.
I think that's good exposure too.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, they had actually they came out this door here, and like they were talking about how beautiful this place was, and probably one of their favorite airports. And I'm like, I hope that makes sense. So
Yeah.
Put that in. Yeah.
Put that in.
yeah, and the producer too was so happy because they've never been able to go out on the airside there and record.
Oh,
So we took them out, we escorted them out, and they were so pleased with that. So
good, very good.
yeah.
Yeah, I had a red check right there. I wanted to ask you about that. I'm glad it turned out well.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Anything else?
Nope.
Anyone have any questions of Susie? You? James?
June port activity, we received 2 inbound salt, totaling a little over 62,000 tons, bringing our total inbound for the year up over 93,000 tons for salt. I expect similar to next year or last year as far as total tonnage, somewhere around 120,000 tons. New York State DOT bid will be out in the next couple weeks, possibly first part of August at the latest. So whoever, if one of our customers is awarded the contract, that'll be dependent on whether we see another 30,000 or another 50 to 60,000. So kind of what the rest of the salt season looks like for us.
Let's hope it's 60.
Yeah. Grain had been fairly slow. You'll see for July, a dozen to 15 rail cars have already been unloaded. So that's picked up. There was a facility scheduled shutdown in Cardinal. So we acted as an overflow for the time being. So worked out well for the port.
Good.
Crane Masters was on site a couple weeks ago and assisted unloading one of the rail cars with the damaged products that was on site from last season, last November.
Do they actually use cranes?
No, that's just the name of
Are their name?
Yep.
Wow,
They have no cranes.
Would have made for a nice picture. Huh?
Yeah. There's been a couple of troubled rail cars, but one has been unloaded and the other is they're scheduled to come back Monday to do the other one.
Good.
Couple recent things this week. A couple of our customers, One Grain has reached out about increasing to a 4th product. Got some more information to figure out and see our capabilities moving forward. They're proposing 30 cars, so it's 2,700 tons. So it's not an easy task, especially the way I interpreted the conversation was they've got the cars waiting to go to a facility, so it'd be a lot at once. And then,
Something we've handled before.
not to my knowledge, it's
Really?
corn gluten, a corn byproduct. And then a salt customer recently reached out about loading a vessel, which they have inquired on in the past, so got some numbers to look at and revise, look at, previous quotes and renew those and see if we're an option.
Reach out to Adam for a meeting, would you please? Soon. Very soon. Anything else? What else is going on? New maintenance down in the Commerce Park?
Maintenance. As far-
Any in the buildings?
Just small things, sidewalks, sinks, faucets, of that repair.
Nothing major then.
No, Doyle Builders is on site and will begin work at the port on Monday for the water lines.
Yeah?
Yep.
Any questions of James?
No reality stars at the port.
Yes.
What do they
It's
use?
Yeah.
disappointing.
What do they use corn gluten?
It's a feed. They're all supplemental feeds that you don't feed a cow any one thing. It's a science. It's a mixture.
Female Dave.
I was gonna say, we need Dave here.
Yeah.
for a
David does it.
TED Talk on that.
But we'd have storage room for that, eh?
It's questionable if they send 30 cars at once, if we can store that much. Inside storage is getting to be limited due to
That's
the
interesting.
last 2 weeks of other products as well. So we're starting to get limited space as well.
Anthony might want to make note of that too, please. Okay, anything else? No, James, thank you. Anthony?
Okay, starting with the occupancy report, unfortunately, I have to report back that we're down 1% in the Commerce Park.
All right,
So one of our smaller office tenants is no longer leasing with us. So that's unfortunate. The biggest news from this past month was news that we were awarded a grant from DASNY for $946,000 through their Child Care Capital Construction Funding Program for the Child Care Center. So this is in addition to the recent $1.8 million that we awarded through DASNY, bringing total project funding to $6.8 million. So we are currently going through the grant pre-award process. It's a lot of documentation. Strategic development is helping us through that process. And then we're in communication with CNS engineers about getting things ready to go back out to bid. So we're
when?
very excited about this. Just a preliminary estimate is if we could go out to bid this fall, could be shovels in the ground next spring, project completion by midsummer 2028. So we still have some obligations.
Like
We have
2
to
years
meet.
later than I wanted it done.
Okay, maybe the
Right, Tony and Nicole?
maybe the state will have their childcare funding situation figured out by
Oh,
now,
maybe,
right?
maybe.
Sometimes the gift of time is great.
Okay, all right.
And other news on the local front is July 29th is going to be the first local planning committee meeting for Ogdensburg's $10 million DRI project. This is the co-chair on the local planning committee, so that's going to kick off, which is very exciting. It's great for the city, great for us, obviously. So that's going to start next week. That's really going to ramp up. So it's a good group, and we're excited to see what kind of proposals we get.
So the committee's complete?
So you'll see more. There'll be announcements. There's public, all the sessions are public, and then there'll be specific, evening sessions from like 5 to 7 where the public can come and ask questions. And so it'll be an exciting process.
Great.
Yeah.
How will those sessions be? Will they be on social media? Will they be,
Yep.
how will they be?
Yeah. So
given?
the city's going through their social media channels. I think we're going to do a little bit on our airport because that gets the most traction. And then these sessions they'll be hosted at the Bisbee Center.
Okay.
Yeah, we might try a little LinkedIn, maybe. See.
I was just gonna ask. I was just gonna ask. How did you
We're
know?
gonna dust off the LinkedIn account.
I think it would drive traffic. I'm just saying.
So that's exciting, really exciting for the area.
Now I see, looking at the port, we only have 38,000 square feet available.
Yeah, some of those Need a slight adjustment, but we're getting limited.
Anything else?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Drainage project out here, where are we?
So we're working with McFarland Johnson to loop that into water line extension. That we have to move forward. So we're hoping to have the one conversation with DOT on both projects to see about pushing across the finish line. So more to come. More to come.
Let's push harder. I'd like to get that done so I don't have to see those.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
It's been too many years, plural, that we waited for that project to be done. Not our fault, city's fault. And I remind them whenever I can that that project should have been done years ago. Anything else? Any other items for Anthony? No? Let's go into any unfinished business, Anthony?
None that I'm aware of.
General administration, agenda item A1.
So this is approval of use permit River Bend Arc Softball League. The River Bend Arc Softball League is requesting use of the authority property at the Bridge Plaza for a benefit softball tournament scheduled for September 19th and September 20th of 2026. This would include the use of the administration building parking lot, the fields, the pavilion, and the restrooms. Staff has prepared a use permit with the River Bend Arc Softball League, which includes a hold harmless clause and requires proof of insurance coverage to be provided to the authority, naming the Ogdensburg Bridge and Port Authority as an additional insured on a primary and non-contributory basis, as well as acknowledgement that the property is provided in as is condition. Staff recommends approval of this use permit with River Bend Arc Softball League.
Thank you. Fair motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Susan, call the roll, please.
Ms. Squires?
Yes.
Ms. Whitten?
Yes.
Mr. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Peckman?
Yes.
Ms. Terminelli?
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item A2.
Okay, approval of use permit, Seaway Valley Prevention Council Annual Recovery River Run. The Seaway Valley Prevention Council is requesting use of the authority property at the Bridge Plaza for an annual Recovery River Run scheduled for September 12th, 2026. This includes the use of the administration building parking lot, the fields, the pavilion, and the restrooms. Staff has prepared a use permit with the Seaway Valley Prevention Council, which includes a hold harmless clause and requires proof of insurance coverage to be provided to the authority, naming the Ogdensburg Bridge and Port Authority as an additional insured on a primary and non-contributory basis, as well as acknowledgement that this property is provided in as is condition. Staff recommend approval of this use permit with the Seaway Valley Prevention Council.
Thank you. Motion?
So moved.
I'll second. Yeah.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Susan, call the roll, please.
Ms. Whitten?
Yes.
Mr. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Peckman?
Yes.
Ms. Terminelli?
Yes.
Ms. Squires?
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item A3.
Okay, assignment of executive director as the responsible local official, RLO, for the New York State Department of Transportation Equitable Business Opportunities, EBO, reporting system. The New York State Department of Transportation, NISDOT, has implemented a web-based civil rights reporting system called EBO, Equitable Business Opportunities, to streamline and reduce the efforts required by the construction and engineering industries to satisfy contractual civil rights reporting requirements. The Ogdensburg Bridge and Port Authority, as a recipient of federal and state grant funding, is required to utilize this system to meet grant reporting requirements and must have a responsible local official or LO assigned to use the reporting system. Staff recommends that the executive director be assigned as the Ogdensburg Bridge and Port Authority's responsible local official.
Thank you.
LO.
Motion?
So moved.
Second? Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Susan, call the roll, please.
Mr. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Peckman?
Yes.
Ms. Terminelli?
Yes.
Ms. Squires?
Yes.
Ms. Whitten?
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item B1.
Okay, approval of lease supplement number 4 with Knudsen Systems Incorporated. Staff has negotiated lease supplement number 4 with Knudsen Systems Incorporated for 180 square feet of office space in Suite 209 of the Bridge Administration Building for a 1-year period commencing June 1st, 2026, and terminating May 31st of 2027 at a rate of $21.50 per square foot, equaling $322.50 per month, $3,870 for the 1-year period inclusive of utilities. All of the terms and conditions of the original lease agreement shall remain in full force and effect and are hereby ratified and affirmed.
Thank you. Motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Susan, call the roll, please.
Ms. Beckman?
Yes.
Ms. Terminelli?
Yes.
Ms. Squires?
Yes.
Ms. Whitten?
Yes.
Mr. Burns?
Yes. Agenda item B2.
Approval of lease supplement number 2 with Daniel Day Dodge LC SW-R. Staff has negotiated lease supplement number 2 with Daniel Day Dodge LC SW-R for 170 square feet of office space in Suite 207A of the Bridge Administration Building for a 1-year period commencing July 1st, 2026, and terminating June 30th of 2027 at a rate of $19.14 per square foot, equaling $271.50 per month, $3,253.80 for the 1-year period, inclusive of utilities. All of the terms and conditions of the original lease agreement shall remain in full force and effect and hereby ratified and affirmed.
Thank you. Motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Susan, call the roll, please.
Ms. Terminelli?
Yes.
Ms. Squires?
Yes.
Ms. Whitten?
Yes.
Mr. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Beckman?
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item D1.
Approval of rate and charges for the Great Room. The Ogdensburg Bridge and Port Authority has invested significant resources into the development and operation of the Great Room at Ogdensburg International Airport as a premier event and meeting venue. And whereas a pricing structure has been developed to provide fair, competitive, and sustainable rental rates while supporting the ongoing operation, maintenance, and enhancement of the facility. And whereas the proposed pricing structure includes half-day, full-day, and wedding premium event rental packages, as well as additional service fees and enhancements as outlined in the Great Room pricing guide. Staff recommend approval for the Great Room rates and charges schedule as presented, effective immediately upon adoption.
Thank you. Your motion?
So moved.
Second?
So moved. Or second. Well, I just wanted to ask, so
Discussion.
like, yeah, sorry, just ADD out for me. So it looks like there's also in the resolution, it allows for a little bit of modifications if necessary, depending on the situation. Yes.
Correct, yes, approved by the executive director.
So I think that's really important, that it be situational, because we are here for the community, but also bills to pay.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot of different kind of situations, and I want to make sure that everybody understands that,
That's
we
correct.
need to take into account all the factors when people come in the door.
Yeah, just to add to that is it's very important as a federally regulated space to charge fair market value.
Correct.
And that's part of our obligation back to the government. And the resolution also provides the ability for me to execute event venue agreements as they come up. And it's just kind of the rapid fire nature that these things can happen. Just even like the property use agreements, which we bring sometimes retroactively, but this would be allow staff to be able to enter into these agreements to utilize the space. And then Susie does a great job of reporting back. And obviously, if there's anything that if we feel needs to be brought to the board, type of event or whatnot, we certainly would ask for guidance.
Good.
But I do like that now it's clear and consistent in general.
Yes, same.
Now, what I didn't see was this room.
So that is part of, in the package, why there's like so many like why there's a range. Because this range means that there's actually four different spaces that you could potentially rent here. There's not just the conference room and the great room, but the great room does also create two different spaces as well. So that's why there's a broad range. So it depends on the space that you rent.
Again, where does it say?
That's where we get to.
But also on the bottom here, Sam, prices varies on the space requested. And then also, I kind of want them to also call me and talk to me, let them know, but let me know what they're looking for, because maybe we have something they don't expect.
So some organization that has a board of directors, and they wanted to use this for up to 3 hours. And use that.
That is correct, yep.
How much?
So that is $250.
Okay.
And that includes the AV. So this space includes the audio visual. Yes. Audio visual is an add-on package for the great room space, however, because there's setup fees, there's extra equipment that needed to be purchased for that.
Right. Because legally, a lot of organizations need to broadcast their meetings. Like we do.
Mhm.
We comply with all rules and regulations.
Which is understandable. That's why I like to include the AV in that pricing. I feel like it's more attractive. And knowing that that's included and there's not all these add-on prices for those types of meetings is good and attractive.
So do you have to be here?
For not all events, I don't think I have,
No.
depending on,
For a meeting in here, with that working?
would I have to be here? I would like to be here for just in case something messes up, or like just do technology. We know how that can be. We could lose internet and then all of a sudden like, oh, how do we get back on this? So I would like to be available for
Okay.
all events, really. Yeah, especially
You
weddings.
won't have to be at your job. Susan?
Pardon me?
Yeah,
Susie?
no. You would not have to be here. Susie would.
Oh, I don't know. That's negotiable.
That might be an add-on.
That's an add-on.
That's an Susan benefit is an add-on.
All right, we'll go with Susie.
No, but especially for like weddings and stuff like that, I will be on property at all.
Good. We're ahead.
I have a couple
Yes.
comments and a question.
Yes.
First of all, I think that the fee structure is very reasonable. As Anthony said, fair market value. I think that getting the pricing right is really important. We don't want it to be, we want it to be accessible to our community and to organizations, but they're also getting such a beautiful space. It has to be priced fairly. I think you really hit the mark on that. I know we had chatted before, and that's probably when maybe specific situations might come to the board when you get into a fundraising event, something that's purely for the benefit of an organization versus a for-profit event. There's
Right.
all of that, which will need to get teased out.
Mhm.
So that's probably something, there's the range is there.
Absolutely. And I did mention that in the packet here, that we are proud to support our local community and may offer donated and reduced use for select nonprofit organizations. However, requests are reviewed.
Yes.
And on a case-by-case situation.
So when this was presented, we went back and forth about, should we have the terms that would allow us to donate the space? What is the board agree? If an event meets this list of criteria, we donate. We've really settled on when those come up, we'll present to the board and allow the board to make the decision
I think
with
that's-
us.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's a good way to handle it.
Yeah.
Also, it may be in here, maybe I missed it, but are you handling deposit,
Yes.
damage, mess, all of that?
Yes, so that's in the contract part.
Okay,
So yes, we require 50% deposit on all events. That is non-refundable. And then you have up to like so long in the contract, it lays out like how long, depending on when you cancel the situation and all that.
Right, but is there additional money collected as a deposit for damage, cleanliness? You know, like I just.
So they're insured, yeah, so
Yeah.
we're requiring like COIs, insurance policies and all that to show that they are covered for events. Especially like any catering, anything like that, they have their own insurance, but they must put us on as additional insurance.
And we also did secure an insurance policy for the individual events. So if somebody wants to have a birthday
Yes.
party here, we put, and we build that into the pricing. So we have like a retainage amount with the insurance company. We have to report on a monthly basis. This is the type of event. These are the number of people that we pay per person.
Okay.
That's additional coverage when they can't provide commercial general liability to be here.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
We backfill to make sure we're covered.
But specifically, again, I'm sorry, I hate to be redundant if you didn't answer this and I maybe didn't hear it, but are you collecting, like, so for instance, I'm having a party this weekend, it's at a much smaller venue, and I had to pay $200 damage fee that I will get back after my party when they inspect it. There's no damage, there's no mess, I'll get that money back. But that would be money that they would get if there was a big mess. Are we doing something like that?
We are not, no, we
Okay.
haven't.
Okay. We'll just cross that bridge if we have to.
Right,
Just wondering, yeah.
We do it for our property use agreements.
yeah.
But we also don't charge for those. So we try to hold something, but
Okay.
we thought really with the non-refundable nature
Yeah.
of the deposit that we could
Okay.
Yeah.
cover.
Okay.
But
Between insurance and the deposit.
Should be, yeah. All righty. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you get invited to our party?
It's a family party. Gotta be.
I thought we were all family here.
Okay. Sure. If you want to come to the party, sure.
We're from that side of the family.
We're that family.
Right. Any other discussion on this agenda item? If not, Susan, call the roll, please.
Sawyers.
Yes.
Ms. Whitten.
Yes.
Mr. Burns.
Yes,
Ms. Hickman.
Yes.
Ms. Terminelli. Yes.
thank you. Very well done, Susan.
It is.
Agenda item D2.
approval of McFarland Johnson Incorporated Task Order Number 8 for Passenger Facility Charge Program Application Development 2026-2027. The Ogdensburg Bridge and Port Authority owns and operates the Ogdensburg International Airport, currently participates in the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, Passenger Facility Charge, PFC program, which allows for the collection of fees per plane passenger to be used for FAA-approved airport projects. It is expected that collections under the current program application will be completed on February 1st, 2027, which necessitates a new notice of intent, NOI, be developed for submission to the FAA to maintain the ability to collect these fees. The authority requires professional planning services to fully develop the NOI for submission to the FAA. McFarland Johnson Incorporated has submitted task order number 8 to provide these services for a cost not to exceed $19,896. It is anticipated that these services are eligible for reimbursement as part of the PFC collections approved within the NOI.
Their motion? So moved. In a second?
Second.
We've done this in the past, haven't we?
Yes, so the current PFC collections that we get, based on the number of employments that we've been seeing, we've been more successful. We're actually depleting our cap sooner than what we anticipated, which is a good problem to have, but it requires submission. There's two paths. There's an application and notice of intent. Being we have the same structure as previous years, we just have more volume. We could submit at the lower threshold NOI process. Full application would be if we were changing things drastically at the airport program. So this is the path that's being recommended that we go through.
Well, this is something we've done before. We really need to spend $20,000 to have somebody else do it for us.
So it's that we've never done it in-house. It's always been through consulting services, and the intricacies of what this program is, to get it right, it is money well spent.
Okay. All right. You know how I feel about it. Oh. Any other discussion? Can't help it. Guys mean nothing.
But we're eligible for reimbursement, right?
Yes, so this would come out of,
So we pay it and we'll be reimbursed for it after that.
yes, yeah, it just comes out of our allowable PFC,
I'm in the wrong business.
yeah.
Jeez. All right.
It's task order, not change order.
Time and a place. Okay, got it.
But Sam, you get really good at filling out this one application.
I know. You,
This is for 20,000 pounds of pot.
exactly, you're retired, okay, you want to take this on, like, next year, it's all you, but like, we'll give you a year, and next year, it's all yours.
Back me up in more detail.
Let's see, hung you out there to dry.
No, he totally waited for Charlie to be out on family leave for this.
Spell
like-
PFC, you know?
Susan, you better hurry up and call the roll, please.
Yes.
Mr. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Hickman?
Yes.
Mr. Manelli? Yes. Ms. Squires?
Yes.
Yay. I even read over all the scope and everything. I'm like, really?
You are ambitious.
Agenda item E1.
Okay, approval of use permit, St. Lawrence River Cart Marathon. St. Lawrence River Cart Marathon has requested use of port property at Weed House Bay for their fishing tournament scheduled for Sunday, July 12th, 2026 through Friday, July 17th, 2026. So this is retroactive approval. Staff has prepared a use permit.
What happens if we say no?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna vote no, just to see what happens. I'm just for funsies. Let Jen deal with it. I don't know. What happens?
Share this part with Sherry.
I will.
Staff has prepared a use permit with the St. Lawrence River Cart Marathon, which includes a hold harmless clause and requires proof of insurance coverage to be provided to the authority, naming the Ogdensburg Port Authority as an additional insured, as well as a security deposit in the amount of $150 and acknowledgement that the property is provided in as-is condition. Staff recommends approval of this use permit for the St. Lawrence River Cart
Is
Marathon.
there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second it.
It's a good thing nothing happened at this event.
I know.
We found out about it before we approved it.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Did you already get $150?
We did, we probably already gave it back.
The check.
What?
It's refundable.
Oh my God.
Jeez. Maybe I'll join with you.
I know, like, just what happens?
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Susan, call the roll, please.
Mr. Burns?
Yes.
Ms. Hickman?
Yes.
Mr. Manelli?
Yes.
Ms. Squires?
Yes.
Ms. Whitten?
Okay.
I'm burning up all my cameras.
You didn't know that was gonna be your biggest problem tonight, did you?
Wait till E3.
I mean, are we done? I gotta say, are we done? At least the dates are good on this one. Agenda item E2.
Yes, approval of use permit, St. Lawrence River International Junior Cart Tournament. The St. Lawrence River International Junior Cart Tournament has requested use of port property at Weed House Bay for their fishing tournament scheduled for Thursday, July 30th and through Saturday, August 1st, 2026. Staff has prepared a use permit with the St. Lawrence River International Junior Cart Tournament, which includes a hold harmless clause and requires proof of insurance coverage to be provided to the authority, naming the Ogdensburg Bridge and Port Authority as an additional insured, as well as a security deposit in the amount of $150 and acknowledgement that the property is provided in as-is condition. Staff recommends approval of this use permit with the St. Lawrence River International Junior Cart Tournament.
Thank you. Motion?
Also move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
Just in general, on all of these resolutions where the different community organizations are using our facilities, I know they come up every year. It's just nice to see that we contribute to the community, right? And that people rely on us and that we're there for them and we do say yes.
Very good.
Yes, we do. Susan, call the roll, please.
Ms. Pittman,
Yes.
Ms. Terminelli.
Yes.
Ms. Squares,
Yes.
Ms. Whitten.
Yes.
Mr. Burns.
Yes. Agenda item E3.
Okay. Board doc expansion, approval of work order number 26-01 with FED Engineering Services, CS. In furtherance of the Port of Ogdensburg dock expansion and dredging project, FED Engineering Services has provided the authority with work order 26-01, which provides for additional design, engineering, bidding, and grant support services. This work order captures the additional services needed to advance the project forward and reflects an updated cost projection from original estimates. Work order 26-01 provides these services at a total amount not to exceed $200,000, which is anticipated to be reimbursed by current grant received for this project. Staff recommends approval of work order 26-01 with FED Engineering Services as stated.
Motion,
So moved.
second,
Second.
discussion?
So I can give a little commentary on this.
Yeah, good.
So the original contract with, so this is Fourth Engineers. So they're the lead engineer on the dock expansion and dredging project. That happened in 2016. So.
2016. Okay.
So 10 years.
Mhm.
July 5th was 10 years since we started the project.
Mhm.
This 200,000 covers, so it's, as you'll look in the scope of services, task 3 and 4, so final design and construction documents. So this is really, equate this to the cost of time. To get us through bidding, to select a contractor. What you'll see has been deferred is task 5 and 6, which is construction admin and construction inspections, which currently is anticipated to be 160,000. That task 5 and 6 is where we'll be able to possibly pull in some money, meaning reduction in on-site time. There's a special inspection services that we get from a third party, so that would move costs over to that third party. So there are some opportunities for cost savings. This still doesn't keep us in line with original budget estimates. They did do a recent cost, updated cost estimate, engineer's cost estimate on both designs, so the OBPA and the cofferdam, and they still were within reason for what we have available for grant funding, which is 20 million from New York State and 5.1 from MARAD.
So it's anticipated to be reimbursed. There's a
Yes, yeah, there's no, that,
chance it could not
I
be reimbursed.
I put anticipated, but this is a project cost that we will be submitting for reimbursement. There's no way around it. It is part of the eligible cost for the project.
So, sorry, you done?
Mhm.
So this is all covered under the PLA, except for this? This project is using the
Yes,
PLA,
yes.
right?
So status on the PLA, we should be signing that within the next month. I was just speaking this morning.
Too bad it wasn't 2 weeks. I have a meeting.
So our PLA consultant has revised the original 2018 agreement. There was a de-scoping of the project.
Mhm.
So that draft has been sent to the trades. They had some comments which were really non-material. So he'll have a status by next week. And then from that point, he anticipates up to 3 weeks to get all the parties together to actually do the signing.
Okay.
So August 19th is our next MARAD project meeting. So I want to be able to report back that we have.
So you think bids will go out by August?
I would say comfortably September. if we're signed PLA mid-August, that gets included in the bid documents. Bid documents are really
Pretty well buttoned up.
pretty middle button up. So it would be like an end of August.
So when will they start? The spring?
And we got to be done by spring of 29.
Operating engineers are gonna kill me. So, you know. Any other discussion? Susan, call the roll, please.
Ms. Terminelli?
Yes.
Ms. Squires?
Yes.
Ms. Whitten?
Yes.
Mr. Byrne?
Reluctantly, yes.
Ms. Pittman?
Yes.
Agenda item G1,
The approval of the line of credit with Tompkins Community Bank for 2026 bridge repair and paving project. Staff is negotiating a line of credit and operating checking account with Tompkins Community Bank to manage the payments associated with the 2026 project, to include the Ogdensburg Prescott International Bridge U.S. Approach Truss Span Painting Rehab. You want me to do it all?
yes. This one should be read.
Resolved that Anthony.
Right, Jen? This one should be read into the record. Thank you.
Resolved that Anthony Adamczyk, Patricia Nisko, Vernon Burns, or any member of the board of directors of the company, an authorized person, may on behalf of and in the name of the company or otherwise transact with or through Tompkins Community Bank, the lender, all such business as he or she, they, shall deem advisable upon such terms as he or she, they, shall deem proper, including but not limited to, number one, obtaining loans, credits, and other financial accommodations. Two, discounting, selling, assigning, delivering, and negotiating checks, drafts, bills of exchange, acceptances, notes, and other writings containing a promise of or order for the payment of money, individually, an item, and collectively items. Number three, guaranteeing and otherwise becoming contingently liable for obligations of others. Number four, applying for services or products from the lender, services and products, including without limitation letters of credit, electronic funds transfers, internet products, capital market products, deposit and cash management products, and five, pledging. Yes, thank you. Assigning, mortgaging, encumbering, granting security interests in and otherwise creating liens on personal property, tangible or intangible property, as security for credits and for guarantees and other contingent liabilities. In connection with any such transaction of business, each authorized person has the power and authority on behalf of the company to do all such acts and other things as he or she, they shall deem proper, including but not limited to, one, signing, drawing, accepting, endorsing, executing, and delivering items. Number two, executing and delivering notes, guarantees, assignments, pledges, hypothecations, mortgages, deeds of trust, security arrangements, powers of attorney, indemnifications, receipts, waivers, releases, and other instruments, agreements and documents. Three, making and receiving delivery of property. Four, accepting, receiving, withdrawing, and waiving demands and notices. Five, incurring and paying liabilities, costs, and expenses. And six, delegating to one or more people who may be but not need to be an authorized person, the power and authority granted to an authorized person herein, or as set forth in agreement with respect to any credit, service, or product, including the authority to request advances from lender under one or more credits with a lender. Without limiting the generality of the foregoing, each authorized person has the power and authority on behalf of the company to obtain from lender from time to time upon which, on such terms as he or she, they shall deem proper, credits in such amounts as they deem necessary, and it is further resolved that without limiting the generality of the foregoing, the company hereby specifically authorizes the borrowing of up to 2.5 million pursuant to a revolving line of credit to be collateralized by the following properties: 120 Chimney Point Drive, 812 to 814 Proctor Avenue, 822 Proctor Avenue, 806 Commerce Park Drive, 808 Commerce Park Drive, and 820 Commerce Park Drive, all within the city of Ogdensburg, New York. At the maturity of the line, the unreimbursed balance will be turned out over a 24-month period up to $1.1 million. Resolved that the company shall use the proceeds of the above stated grant to satisfy this loan, and it is further resolved that the authority given hereunder shall be deemed retroactive, and any and all signatures, endorsements heretofore executed, and all actions heretofore taken by one or more of the company's officers, members, partners, or other persons, employees acting on behalf of the company in any capacity, including authorized persons, and their delegates acting jointly or separately, are hereby adopted, ratified, and confirmed. And may it be further resolved that the foregoing resolutions shall remain in full force and effect, and may be relied upon by a lender notwithstanding the dissolution or termination of existence of the company, or the change in the identity of, or any modification or termination of any authority of any authorized person, until a copy of a subsequent resolution revoking or amending them, duly certified by an authorized person of the company, shall be actually received by the account officer of a lender responsible for the obligations of the company, and such lender shall have a reasonable time to act thereon, and any action taken by a lender prior to such actual receipt and passage of time shall be binding upon the company, irrespective of when such resolutions may have been adopted.
Thank you. Motion? Made? Seconded? Any discussion? Sure, a lawyer.
I was gonna say a lawyer, definitely. Heretofore.
Yeah,
I was having enough trouble learning no pro ton
yeah, I
this week, yes.
Good one.
had me on that.
Yeah, I like that one.
Susan, call the roll, please.
Ms. Squires,
Yes.
Ms. Whitten.
Yes.
Mr. Burns.
Yes,
Ms. Beckman.
Yes.
Chairman Evans.
Yes.
thank you. Susan, you don't have anything else hiding from me, do you?
Just let her do it. You wouldn't have these problems. This happens every month.
Any concluding comments from authority staff, board members, anyone online?
None, Mr. Chairman.
No, nobody's online? Nothing than Jen
And Amelia.
and Amelia? All right. We're scheduled to meet August 13th, 5 PM. Check with Susan. Try to make it easy on her. Like me, I know summer's pretty difficult. Anything else? No? Motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
Made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? We'll stand adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks.
Bye, John.